Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. My name is Natalia Moczulska and this is the news. Russian natural gas is no longer flowing to Poland. Russian monopolist Gazprom reached the multi-year contract as Poland refused to pay in rubles for the deliveries. Putin demanded such payments from unfriendly countries to raise the exchange of ruble. Poland expected such a situation for months. At 8 o'clock sharp, Gazprom completely stopped gas supplies to Poland through the Yamal pipeline. Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki said that we were prepared for such a scenario. From 2015, we decided to increase production, prospect new natural gas fields, and look for alternative supplies. On March 31st, Vladimir Putin issued a presidential decree ordering foreign gas customers to make payments in rubles. In contrast, the current Yamal contract specifies that payments are made in dollars. In no case, neither the Polish government nor PGNiG considered changing the form of payment. First of all, for one reason, the decree of the president of Russia does not apply to us. We are Poland, not Russia, and we have no intention of implementing the decrees of the Russian Federation. The Minister for Climate and Environment, Anna Moskva, reminded that Poland is praised internationally for its activities related to diversification of energy sources. At the Commission seating, the EU Commissioner for Energy, Carla Simpson, said yesterday that the Vice-Chancellor of Germany, Robert Habeck, was ashamed of the way in which Germany's energy policy was conducted. Government Plenipotentiary for Strategic Energy Infrastructure, Minister Piotr Naimski, reassures gas consumers in Poland may feel safe and will receive as much gas as they ordered. However, already in October, the Baltic Pipe gas pipeline will be launched. This investment was undertaken in 2016. According to the adopted schedule, it will be completed this year. The Baltic pipeline will deliver a new natural gas supply corridor from Norwegian fields. Its total capacity is expected to be around 10 billion cubic meters per year. If we add the gas port in Świnoujście, which is operational since 2015, Russian gas blackmail will not work. More shiploads of natural gas arrive to us. This year, we expect that over 50 ships will call at Świnoujście. At the same time, on May 1st, we are commissioning the interconnector Poland-Lithuania, which binds to the Klaipėda gas port. It can also be used for bringing gas to Poland. Poland for years prepared itself to cut the Russian gas deliveries. We built the liquid gas terminal and now we increase its capacity. Baltic Pipe is about to be completed, and we also can use reverse supply on the Yamal gas pipeline. All these elements will cut our dependence on Russian gas definitely. The government indicates that for the time being, there is no need to use gas storage facilities, which at the moment are 80% full and will be replenished to their full level before the heating season begins. At the end of the year, we were to part with Russian Gazprom. Perhaps we will part sooner, or maybe things will turn out differently. At the moment, it is not clear. Why? Because Russia is an untrustworthy partner, and this is a good argument for saying goodbye to it. The Yamal gas pipeline has supplied Russian gas to Poland since 1996. In 2010, under the PO-PSL government, then Deputy Prime Minister Waldemar Pawlak agreed to an extremely unfavorable contract for Poland. For over a quarter of a century, we have been paying Russia inflated, non-market prices for gas. The 63rd day of the Russian invasion of Ukraine sees fighting in the Donetsk region. President Zelensky assures that Ukraine's armed forces are ready for a possible attack from the Moldovan breakaway region of Transnistria. Meanwhile, the atmosphere in Moldova is tense, with Moldovan President Maia Sandu urging the public to remain calm. The Russians have twice in 24 hours shelled the single bridge with a rail and road connection on Ukrainian territory, which connects the banks of the Dniester River and its mouth to the Black Sea. The second closest bridge is on Moldovan territory, where incidents are taking place for the third consecutive day in Transnistria. Events that happened in the last 24 hours in the Transnistria region are extremely dangerous. We noted several bomb alarms in schools and medical institutions. We also have explosions in the Ministry of State Security, as well as in the Tiraspol airport. Moreover, the broadcasting tower has been hit. We perfectly understand that these are steps taken by the Russian Federation that aims to destabilize the Moldova and blackmail the country to stop supporting Ukraine. The Russian army for years has been stationed in the breakaway region of Transnistria, and it is battle-ready. and waiting for orders. We know them, and we know their capabilities. Ukrainian armed forces are ready. In the Russian-occupied part of Mariupol, only residents of retirement age are left. They are waiting in long queues to register to receive their payments, as many of them have no money left. All we want is peace and tranquility. We want things to calm down now. The only people left are the elderly and mothers with children. We will accept anything. We've already built ourselves cookers by the houses where we cook food, collect wood, and gather other things. But the war continues. There is active fighting, airstrikes in Donbass, in Mykolaiv, Zaporizhia, and Dnipropetrovsk regions. In Kharkiv, in turn, shelling has caused a firefight. It came and hit the roof. A fragment of the explosive was lying here. We found part of it on the road. A pregnant woman was walking across the bridge at the time. She was injured. The ambulance took her away, while another man who was standing at the bus stop was killed by shrapnel. Despite Russian aggression, many Ukrainians remain in the country. I will not go anywhere. This is my land. My relatives are buried here. I am staying. There is warfare not far from here. Sometimes it is really hard. This is my shelter, an old cellar, but I feel comfortable in it. The door with its hinges off is in case it gets buried. You can cover yourself with it. The last jar of pickles, and nothing more. Meanwhile, in Kiev, a monument to Russian-Ukrainian friendship was demolished. The monument symbolized the friendship of the Russian and Ukrainian people, and this friendship is now marked by the destruction of Ukrainian cities and the lives of Ukrainians, the murder of tens of thousands of Ukrainian citizens. Meaning of these monuments is different now. Since the beginning of the invasion of Ukraine, Russia has already lost nearly 22,500 soldiers, 939 tanks, and 185 aircraft. After 4 days, the search action in the Zofiówka mine has ended. The last of the 10 miners who died in Saturday's disaster has been brought to the surface. And yesterday evening, another miner injured in Wednesday's disaster at the Pinuvik mine died, being treated at the burn treatment center in Siemianowice Śląskie. This is the 8th confirmed victim of this disaster. 7 people are still missing. In Pinuvik mine, we are about to finish building the anti-explosive dam in the endangered area. This operation will be suspended, but we cannot tell when it will be resumed because it depends on the progress of the situation down below. This might take months or even half a year. In the case of the Mysłowice Wesoła mine, the firefighters are controlling the situation. The fire is contained and all workers are evacuated safely. Lastly, the Zofiówka mine. Action proceeds and we know that the bodies of dead miners were extracted up to the ground. And finally, a Russian and a Belarusian citizen have been detained in Białystok on charges of spying for foreign intelligence. According to the military counterintelligence service, the spies collected information on military units, the personnel situation, as well as on allied army units. Both had lived in Poland for many years. Both individuals are detained by the court order for 3 months. Documents collected by the counterintelligence indicate that both of them collected data on Polish armed forces for the benefit of the foreign intelligence. They focused on Polish army operations near the border of Belarus. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Please stay tuned for Poland Daily Weather, Poland Daily Business, and some of our other programs. But for me, it's have a great night.